Audio! Audio! Let me turn that down. My OBS is saying it doesn't detect my microphone. I hope this is I'm hoping that this is the one connected to my headset and not the built in one on my PC, because that would not sound good, I imagine. So you guys are gonna have to let me know if this sounds like garbage. And I am not gonna be using my PNG tuber tonight, but as consolation, hi, hello chat. It's me. It's my flesh vessel. Uh, I kind of have something fun planned for today. Um, Now, I was gonna do this anyway without streaming, but I thought this would be a fun little experience and even a little art diary per se. But I am gonna be making something out of clay today, and it is going to serve as sort of a test run of my art skills because I want to make little clay guys for my friends for Christmas. I will not be revealing which clay guys I'm making for my friends for Christmas, so I am going to make my own guy that I keep. And depending on how well he turns out, that will be kind of the benchmark for how well I'm gonna make my actual presents. Because I do not want to make, just without practice for many years, go into making something out of clay for my friends and it turns out looking like trash. Because that would not be what they deserve. They deserve cool things because they're my friends. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't eat much, but I did eat, so I am burping a little bit. But tonight we got ourselves some Sculpey, and we are going to be using this to make a guy, and then bake him in the oven, and then after we bake him, we're going to use paint, which you could probably see here. And the person at the craft store told me that Mod Podge is good as kind of like a finishing coat. And I got the matte kind because I thought that would look nice. Um, Not that I dislike things being glossy, but I think it kind of depends on the character if that's going to work or not. So I thought matte will work well for all of them. And as our special guest, we have a bunch of stuff that I got while I was visiting my friends about a little over a month ago. Uh, this is kind. Of, I'm kind of. These are. Excuse me. These guys are here for moral support and also to be kind of a size comparison for how big I'm gonna make my models out of clay. This is an actual model kit of Kirby. So this is. I'm probably going to be making a different Kirby character because that's just the kind of autism I have right now. So this is probably going to be the larger end of the Kirby character. And the rest of these are from blind bags. Two of them were ones that I got, the Kirby with the friend heart and the Waddle Dee. And then shout out to Evie for saving a buff DDD for me. You're a real one. So these are kind of here, for multiple reasons. And I suppose there's nothing better to do than to get started. And also, try to save my voice for a little while. I should probably just get scissors for this, shouldn't I? I'll be right back, chat. Okay, I'm back. I got some scissors. Get that out of frame a little bit. I hope I don't mess everything up. My setup is kind of a disaster. There are wires everywhere, and this precarious spot on top of a unused dining room chair is the best place I could find for this webcam. Also, it looks like it is not in focus, which I don't really have control over. This also helps because it means I can still read the packaging. Alright. I don't think I have to worry about this drying out because it's oven baked, but it's still... I still think I might get like a plastic bag to store the rest of this in because I am not using a whole pound today. This aside. Now, I'm not sure how much we're going to need, so I'm just going to start, well, just really rip all this stuff off. There's a lot of funky looking crevasses. Alright. Don't think we'll need much more than that for today. So now we gotta start kneading to, butter this stuff up. And then we can start forming. The last time I worked with oven-baked clay was when I was a kid, so I'm hoping I remember enough of how this stuff works to not mess it up, which I doubt I will, but it still, haunts me. What do you think? We got like a little over a Waddle Dee's worth of clay right here. I don't know if the Waddle Dee is hollow, but this guy's pretty hollow. See right through. Alright. Maybe I should make a game out of guessing which character this is going to turn into as it's being made. And then the first person to get it right gets like a silly reward. Why don't I use the tools that I bought with my own money to actually help? I have my iPad near me so that I can keep a better look at chat. Again, the setup is kind of disastrous, but it's working so far, assuming I don't sound like Dookie. Also, the desktop audio looks pretty quiet, so I think I'll turn the music up a skosh. Is that better? Just let me know if your ears are bleeding and I'll do my best to quell the tide of blood. I think I could even go a little smaller. I don't want to use it all up for myself. I'll try using this paint bottle as a paperweight, see if that helps a little. That get in there. There's a tiny, like, fuzzy. It is pretty dusty in here, but I tried to dust off this table that I'm working at the very least. A little worried about audio. I should probably just chill out. Cross that bridge when we get to it. This guy I think might be a little bit oblate. Oblique? Oblate? Alright, it's egg music. Your hint for the game that isn't officially a game yet is that this is not Magalore. Okay, those look pretty even to me. Okay. What is this gonna go to is my next question. You know, I realize there's a fatal flaw with my game, and it's that the guy's in the fucking title. Alright, guys, sorry the game's off. Evil Sherlock Holmes be like, the game is off. Oh my god, stop sticking to my finger. Probably should have measured my walls to make sure they were even. I know, look even to me. Just a skosh smaller on this side. Hmm. What a distinguished gentleman! The bow tie might still be a little too thick, but we're getting somewhere. If at any point you want me to try to show a better view of what's going on right now, I will do my best, but I think that's probably the best place for the webcam at the time being. My my ADHD brain started going off on the colors I'm gonna use to paint this guy, and I think I remember seeing that his his hue was described as lilac in Dream Buffet, and I think it's funny because he is vaguely purple, people just call him a grape. And then I just imagined a hypothetical argument where I would say that no grapes are that color. And then, because I'm making a little grape man, apparently, I thought about they did surgery on a grape. So that's how my mind is working right now. Maybe I need a different tool for this. Okay, I think these were the feats. I haven't quite landed on a pose I want to do. I think the ideal was to have him balancing on his wall. Hello! Hello, forward. Look at this distinguished gentleman. He doesn't have a face or feet or organs, but he has a bow tie. Okay, I'm hydrating. I have a oiter bottle. But yeah, this is oven baked clay, so it doesn't have to be as wet as I am. No, don't take that out of context. As wet as the water. Oh my god, Rochi despawned? No, he's right there. He rolled away so I couldn't see the bow tie, and I was afraid maybe it had gone missing. Oh, hell yeah. I may just have to make him sit politely. Even though he's the least polite of all of God's creatures. Getting into cyberpunk lately, that's nice. Like the franchise or just the genre overall? I guess the capitalization suggests it is the trademarked franchise. Have you been playing the game or the tabletop RPG? Watching Edge Runners and playing 2077. Cool. See, because ideally I would have him doing like a fun little pose with his little teats. And then maybe even make like his like big beach ball cut in half, where that could be like the base. But I'm not sure if I can get that to balance properly. I guess now would be the time to try it since this is all a big old test run. So I should probably try overshooting, and then if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, I will pull back. Yeah, I've heard good things about the anime, but I am bad at watching media, so I would not know. I could have him sitting on the ball, but that's not ideal. 10, 22-minute episodes? Okay, okay. I say as if that makes it easier. I have the kind of autism that makes it so that committing to, like, consuming media just feels like a challenge in and of itself. But if it's some in a format that's like already like really easy for me to get, then I'll just get into it more easily. Yeah, I just wanna pardon me. I just don't wanna I don't wanna get anyone's hopes up for lack of better phrasing. I'm sure he is very good, but I am not good at like watching things generally. Opposite kind of autism. And you're so real for that. This is why progress so far, virtual QSO. I don't know if it's centered because of the. Oh, right. I can see my OBS, so I, like, on the computer screen to see it, but the thing that's slightly closer is the stream preview, which has the delay. I'm wondering if I should do the face details first, or if I should do the hat first. I think I'll do the face first, because then I can just make the hat separately and yoink it on. I think I'm actually going to cut some of the clay out. This looks horrifying up close. Typical Kirby cosmic horror moment. Your brother got you Metaphor ReFantasio for your birthday and it kind of consumed you? I can see that. I don't know much about it per se, but it looks like... It looks Persona-esque. So I imagine it has a lot of, like, stuff going on in it. Yeah, this is the kind of horrifying stuff we're doing to this war criminal right now. Oh, the game's version of social links. Maybe I should also take the feet off for now. I'll figure that out later. And I'll get a better shape on the face before I do anything wacky. How's the audio sound, by the way? He lost baguette privileges. because his shoes look like little baguettes. Good. I was a little worried that I was either too loud or the music was too soft. I also hope this doesn't get me copyright claimed. Sound good. Thank. Yeah. The plan was to make this up until the point where I needed to bake it, and then from there, I'm not sure if I would just end the stream and then on my socials, or what little socials I have, show you the progress of it being painted, or if I should, like, do something else on stream while it bakes, or something to that effect, and then once it's done baking, just continue the stream with the painting part. It all depends on how much energy I have. I'm just doing a very light roll to try to make it less blocky. Ah! I stabbed him. I'm not really liking how this is turning out so far. What do you think of him, Waddle Dee? Alright. Oh! Another Lynx? Abso-freaking-lutely! Hello! Thank goodness gracious you were able to find my stream. But, yes, hello. I am Reese of Race Links, and this is a first for me doing a flesh meat space stream. I'm usually just a gaming or digital art streamer, but today I thought I would show my process for the next thing I'm making. TLDR, I want to make oven-baked clay figures. Oh, thank you for the follow. Making oven-baked clay figures for my friends, and as a test run, I was gonna make one that I just keep, and depending on how it turns out, I will have learned from that experience. Yeah, it's always fun finding someone else with a Lynx persona, because they are not very common. I remember when my friends showed me Sing 2, I made a version of the meme of, like, I owe you my life, because they made a Lynx character. I think what I need to do is press the circles on and then don't mess with them. Oh, I'd love for you to be able to find it. I don't know if I'm gonna be selling anything anytime soon. And I mean, it'd be cool if true, but I kind of don't know if I have the time, money, or wherewithal for that. So, best of luck. I'm sure you'll find your little guy. I hope you like my little peanut gallery here as well. They're here for both moral support and as like a visual aid. Ooh, that sounds cute. I think 3 out of 4 of these guys are from blind bags. We got the ones that I purchased myself are the Kirby with the Friend Heart and the Waddle Dee. And then one of my friends saved the Buff Deity for me because she knew it was my favorite, and also it's funny, and also I'm a simp. And this is actually from a model kit. And so now I can brag to my Gunpla friend that yeah, I'm in the model kit making scene now. Meanwhile, this thing is listed as being for people ages 6 and up. I'm getting distracted. But it's fun distraction. I think my thing is Marx's eyes are closer together than I think they should be. Or that I expect them. Which is kind of the same for Kirby too. His eyes are kind of close together if you look at him. Alright, gotta cut exactly in half like the Mario Jamboree minigame. Aw, that sucks. Yeah, limited time, like, stuff like that is very frustrating. Cause it's so tempting to just get your little guy. I don't know if the main character of that game is male or female or non-binary or some other third, fourth, fifth thing. He's a twink. Understandable. Are March's eyes touching? I don't actually have a reference pulled up, which might be a very large mistake. I think this is pretty close. I think I saw a YouTube video of like, oh, all the boss fights, and just because the art style slapped so hard, I looked at it. So I remember what Yi looks like, and also because there were some hot furries in it. Don't tell anybody. Oh yeah, bootlegs. I don't remember all of the characters' names, sadly, but I kind of recognize it by the art style. Again, this is just me watching it. I haven't actually played the game myself, although it looks cool. It looks very cool and like something I would actually try out. Okay, I kind of made him look like a fish. I don't know, something about me trying to make this mouth is giving fish. You are so real for that. I am currently in a Kirby Discord server, so I understand the feeling of coming up with your own lore for things. Maybe I should just make like a thin strip. It's like I'm making a tiny pretzel. He is not beating the fish allegations. Have you beaten the Forgotten Land Ultimate Cup C? Because I haven't. I think I have. I got it relatively recently, and I did 100% it. So I think that's included in that. Now, does Marky Marx have the little toofies, even when he's not apeshit? I think he does. Let me ask Google Images. What am I doing? I'm going to Wickerby. Yeah, he does look little toofies. A little guy. Chaos Elfulus is a bitch-ass motherfucker. Pissed on my wife. I wish I could smooth this out a little bit more, but that's the price I pay for making guys this small. He also has a lot bigger eyes. I might have to... I consider myself a little new to the Kirby fandom, even though I have been aware of him basically since my brain turned on. Oh, same here. I'm ADHD, as I've heard it called. Absolutely go off. It helps me feel like that folks are interested in what I'm doing here. Alright, this is absurd levels of tiny. See, my issue is that I'm creative, and then I start something with a lot of passion, and then I lose passion, and then I never finish it. I'm a DDD simp. I will not lie. Speaking of DDD, uh, I feel ya. Executive dysfunction is very difficult to master for people such as us. Perhaps this should be a hint that I should make the next characters larger, so I can do the details justice. Ooh, favorite theme? God, I'm not very good at picking favorites, I am going to be real. I'm more of a I like it and or I don't like it kind of guy. A five-way tie? Well, I'm curious. Maybe I should just... You trust the process. Marx's theme, otherworldly warrior, crowned, morphinite, and two planets approach the Roche limit. Which one is otherworldly warrior? Oh, six-way tie, never mind. Miracle Manor is in 60. Yeah, I like Miracle Manors too. I started playing 64 using the Switch Virtual Console recently, but I haven't finished it yet. It's kind of part of an animatic I have in progress about the Dark Matter trilogy. Ah, Galactonite, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Was that not his theme from his debut? Which was what, Superstar Ultra? Or is it just like the version from Return to Dreamland that slaps harder for you? Okay, okay. You're valid for that. I haven't heard the either version in a hot second, so I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. I did play Superstar Ultra pretty recently, and that was pretty fun. I keep trying to convince my friends to play Return to Dreamland with me, but it just never works out. Galactonite, Dark Aeon Hero, Light Aeon Hero, or Morphinite? I don't know what Dark Aeon Hero is. I'm gonna be so for real. Oh my god. You're okay, Lunite. Relax. Oh, Kirby Clash. Or, Fighters, I forgot. I do still play Super Kirby Clash, so I know Eon Hero is in that one. I haven't played the 3DS one, so I don't know that one as well. Okay, okay. I probably haven't unlocked one of them yet, because I have Eon Hero and then, like, just that, but again, and stronger. I'm at like level 80 something. It would be easier if I just made little incisions and then stretch those out a little to be the teeth. I don't think this is working. Ooh, I didn't know you could. Oh, I saw coffee and I immediately thought, oh, that's a hot beverage. How would you get brain freeze? You know the trick for brain freeze is to press your tongue to the roof of your mouth, because the thing that causes brain freeze is the cold hitting the roof of your mouth, and that like sending pain signals to whatever the hell. That's fair. I hope you feel okay after that. This is gonna be a nightmare to paint, but you can kind of see the vision now. Let me see what OBS sees so I know what y'all see. Little guy. You're valid for that. I just got hooked on hot coffee at a very young age. Was it Marx? Did you find Marx in the workshop? I remember there was a Dark Matter Swordsman that was pretty cool that someone also imported into Smack Studio, which I played around with for a little bit and might go back to. Nice! I would probably play that game if I knew I had friends who would actually want to play that with me. Nice. I think the only time I played Star Allies with one of our fellow chat members, Virtual QSO, like around when it came out, which was years ago. So I am actually not sure about. I don't know that much about their like move sets per se. Again, that would probably be one of those games that I would get and play for myself if I knew I had friends to play it with. Let me pull up my reference again. Okay. I still need to play Robobot. I'm gonna say that a lot about different Kirby games. Yeah, Forgotten Land's pretty solid. Yeah, I guess that is the one complaint is that it's already over, but you know, nice and sweet little experience. Yeah, I did literally tell my friends, yeah, I'm ready for a Souls-like now, after 100%ing Forgotten Land. Again, I think the thing stopping me from getting more Kirby games is just I want friends to play with me. Return to Dreamland. Kirby Souls-like goes hard. I feel like if I was really devious, I would take my brainstorm session for Kirby Mario Party and just play it on a regular board, and then for the mini games, make everyone play Return to Dreamland Deluxe with me, or something to that effect. Uh, you weren't here for when I streamed another Crab's Treasure, but I proposed that they make a Kirby game of every genre. Yes, but they could always make more of more genres. They don't have a farming sim, do they? Kirby UFO 50? Is that a farming sim? Oh wait, is UFO 50 like a new game that came out? Because I remember when I opened Twitch, Germa was playing something like that. I misunderstood. Alright. Huh. That sounds pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you think I'm good with clay because it's been kind of a hot second since I've genuinely done anything with that. I took a couple ceramics classes in high school and college. The one in college was more focused on like the wheel, but I prefer the kind where I just make things like by hand because I just love making things that are creatures with little faces on them. It is my burden. If you want to get good at clay, you can always start. Is it giving baguette, chat? Your Lunite, the world's looniest lunar links, pronounced he, they, ADHD plus ASD. Philosophy, science, good with tech, write, draw, program, compose music. Wow, you're like an alternate you're like me from an alternate dimension. If I like committed to science more. Don't get me wrong, I love science. It's just programming is makes my brain hurt. Well, that sounds delightful. I will alternate between them if I remember. Alright, what's this motherfucker's hat? That's really cool. I kind of go back and forth on making video games. I do want to make a Pokemon Essentials fan game because, of course, I do. Whoa! Whoa! That's so cool! Have you made anything so far, or are you just working on things now? That's fair, that's fair. My issue is I am very passionate about some parts of the process, and then other parts I just wish I could offload to other people, but I do not have the money or the connections to offload anything. So I feel like I just have to do everything myself, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I do something else. Well, I like art, the art process, of course. Despite working in a 3D medium right now, I am more of a 2D artist in digital illustration and a bit of pixel art. I can do a tad, a bit of programming, but it drains me of energy very quickly, so I would prefer someone else do that. Um, I like I like coming up with like the outline of a game, both from like a level design perspective and like maybe a story perspective. Like my college project was going to be making a game in Game Maker Studio that was starring a Lynx, that was kind of like, you know, generic platform, and you collect things, but also you have a quirky sidekick that's a lemming that you throw at things, and in a beautiful subversion of the lemming stereotype, he is completely invincible, so you could throw him off of any size cliff and he'll be fine. And that was like the thing, is that you would fight bosses and stuff. Not unlike a Kirby game. But yeah, it's just too much work for one person, and that person being me, who already has executive functioning issues. I also wish I knew how to, like, compose music. Like, I've dabbled with MuseScore a little bit, here and there, but despite being in orchestra for many years, I feel like I have not really absorbed the music theory very well. I might have a VOD with examples of me making Pokemon sprite edits, but I don't remember when it was, or which one it was, or even if it's saved. Because there was a period of time I was streaming without exporting the VODs to my YouTube channel, which is also where I plan on putting my little comedy Kirby animations. Right now there's only one there and it's 11 seconds long, but I hope to make and finish another one pretty soon. Maybe I'd be better at 3D modeling if I just made something out of clay and then scanned it in, and then someone else can rig it. Demon Man. And the epic part about his hat is that I can cover up the seams. if you're doing like a little jump, like whoa, which of the feet are going up? Do you think? I'm gonna have to peel up a little more clay, chat. With all due respect, Marx, I think your balls need to be bigger. On his hat, you perverts! Welcome back. We're making some pretty good progress, if I do say so myself. And I hope you were there for that epic joke I just made. If not, it'll be in the VOD. Sure. I mean, I'd want to compensate you for that. I don't want to just pay you an exposure if it comes to that, but I would absolutely love to work with you. I don't really have any industry connections, so I don't know how much help I will be, but I appreciate. I won't have to pay you? Is that what you're saying? I don't know, man. I would not feel comfortable not paying you unless it was like a project that I also knew wasn't going to be paid for. Which, to be fair, is kind of what I was planning for some of my games. I just really don't want to have folks work on a project and then them not getting paid for it if the whole project is paid. Touch up his little teeths. Ah. Just sounds like my dad is staring upstairs. He probably is just walking to the bathroom. How do we think, chat? Just like Marx. Toe to tip, that's a Marx. The only thing he's missing is... Well, a couple things he might be missing, but one of them... that. Ow. I bumped my knee on one of the things under the table. Hello! Welcome to the chat. I'm getting pretty close to satisfied with how this Marx is turning out. I gotta turn back to my OBS so I can see what you're seeing. I'm doing alright. Pretty excited for this project. I'm making these so that I can be a little bit more practiced before I start making figures for my friends for Christmas. And the characters for those are going to be a surprise, so I'm not saying them on stream in case they decide to watch the VOD. Best time of the year? I'm a bit more of a Halloween bitch, but we didn't do much for Halloween either, so I am very much looking forward to Christmas. I do love this little pose I put him in, so I do want to probably put him on some kind of a base so that he can stand up properly. Oh, I had a feeling you were familiar. Welcome back. Oh yeah? Well, hard emoticon to you too. So how does that feel? Might have to finally bite the bullet and give him big eyes that kind of cut into his hat, like the Star Allies art, because that's my reference. How do we feel about his eyes now? Better? Worse? The same? Thank you, Z Gargoyle. Also, welcome to the stream chat. Hope you're having an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening. Thank you, thank you. Alright. Final thing is I think I have to make a base if I want this pose to stay at all. And then I'll have to set up the baking and hope it doesn't fall to pieces. No! It's gonna get hair on it! Okay, it's not that bad. Oh no, I didn't make those. Those are from Blind Bags, and the large Kirby is a model kit. They're just there for visual aid and moral support. Listen, I might be good, but I'm not, like, machine-made good. Not yet, anyways. We get a little ball. So it sounded like something fell off. We're fine. Yeah, I think if I wanted to do something more wacky, I would have to get an armature, which I have not prepared for. Thank you. Again, this is also meant... I'm trying to be a little bit more bold with what I'm doing here, so that if it gets messed up in the later part of the process, I know to pull back when I make the friend presents. I can kind of just put him on the ball, and it kind of looks like the Kirby Superstar art. Oh, that is not what that is meant to be for. There we go. Actual knife for the knife task. Part of me wonders if it would be safe for me to make pieces separate and then glue them with the Mod Podge. But I want to try to make it work as a singular piece first, and then, worst comes to worst, I can glue it when it breaks. I might have to put some extra clay on his butt to stick him to the ball. Gotta give Marx a dumpy to make sure he stays on his ball. How do we feel, chat? You think anything else would be gilding the lily? I'll make the hat go back a little more just to emphasize its 3D-ness. You still there, chat? I think I'm going to go and start preheating the oven. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Any last minute changes you guys would suggest, do it now. This is the last minute. It's gonna take a bit for the oven to heat up, but I also need to wash my hands, and so there's gonna be a few minutes, but I will return. Let me put on an intermission screen. Alright, I will return. Hello again. Tis I. Oven's preheating to 275, which I think is correct. I know I could just also use the internet for this, but I want to be sure. Yeah, 275, 15 minutes per quarter inch of clay. So that's going to be at least an hour. Hi there. I also just got back from washing my hands and using the lavatory and then washing my hands again. But the oven's preheating, and I think this is the final clay rendition that I'm gonna end up baking and making semi-permanent. I did have to give him kind of a dump truck so that he would stay on his ball. I hope I can be forgiven for that. I'll smooth it out a little bit more. If you have any finishing touches I should add, please speak now or forever hold your peace. The little goober? What, you don't like him having a dump truck? Keep wanting to adjust his bow tie. Put an RL24 on the bottom so people know it's me, kind of. I think I'm gonna have to end stream soon. Um, Not for any like schedule reasons per se, but because I don't want to keep y'all here for an hour waiting for Marx to cook. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing a stream for the painting or if I'm going to do that on my own. Either way. I mean, it was great to meet you. Very serendipitous that another Kirby Nerd Links person would show up, and I'm glad you followed. You would unironically sit here the entire time. Oh, I appreciate that, but I feel like I have to do something to entertain you guys, and frankly, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I was thinking about drawing, but I don't know if I have the energy for that. To those who I know over Discord and other socials, I will update on the Marx situation, and I'm glad you find it entertaining. I just mean that I don't have a lot of stamina for my voice, so I probably couldn't, like, carry a stream without there's being some other task. I just want to do what's comfortable and, fun for everyone, including myself. Yeah, but I'm really happy you were able to join us, and thank you again for the follow. Thanks everyone who was here to join me for this little adventure. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming tomorrow, but I should have the time to, so if I have the energy, if I have the energy and the wherewithal, I would definitely like to do like a second part of this where I paint the little guy, and then we can know for sure if the method I chose is going to be enough. I am mortified because on the Sculpey website it said that if you have parts that are different thickness, you need an armature, and I do not have that. So I am just hoping that I'm hoping that his balls don't fall off. But yeah, I think this is gonna be a very nice little piece for myself to keep, and then we'll do the rest when I come to it. I am not going to be streaming making all the Christmas presents because I want them to be a surprise. So this is kind of your little taste of my clay skills. Also, thank you for the follow. I do not use Twitter very often, but I will post the Marx updates on there. And I will probably just call it here, and then update those who I know later. Hopefully tomorrow as well, we can start the painting process, and we'll see if I can keep my little guy looking pretty. Thank you again so much for joining. I would like to have a server, and it's just that I feel like I don't have... Oh, well, that's very nice. We can contact each other over Discord, but I don't feel like there's enough of a push for me to have a server yet, especially since I am extremely irregular with streams. But if I make this a more regular thing, I would probably, actually set up a whole thing, and you would absolutely be able to join it. It's just kind of a matter of where the winds take me. Okay, I could probably get in touch with you and we can talk about nerd and game dev stuff too. So I'm so glad you could join us, and new friend acquired, let's go. Here's the face reveal, by the way. Hello? I'm not blonde, shockingly. And I'm wearing my headset while doing an art stream because I was afraid that it would sound like poopy if I used the laptop's built-in mic. Okay. I mean, I'd be happy to hear what you have made. But for now, I am going to... Let's find someone to raid. Alright, who we got? Hunk Banui is streaming. Looks like Alan Wake. I believe Punk Banui is an 18 plus, so just be warned. But I'm gonna throw y'all over to them, and if you decide to go there, I hope you have a lot of fun. Have a good night, everybody.